of herself. This is important because she is now creating the information useful for us for her identification when she will enter the site. So she has created the information. Now, afterwards, she can receive or retrieve the smart electronic ticket, in this case just a PIN, and she will use that PIN or the smart app everywhere in the site. The other point is then how we support Mary for going to home to the site. Mary has decided to use, for example, her car, and we have the possibility through the smart electronic ticket, the smart card, the smart app, to drive Mary from, for example, Rome to Milan, in this case, avoiding traffic jams, avoiding traffic bottlenecks. We can reserve the parking lot in one of the parking lots around Milan, reserving for her, booking for her, not only the lot, but also the shuttle to transport Mary from that parking lot to the entrance gateway. And so Mary knows where is the shuttle, at what time, and so she can really save time. And finally, Mary is at the entrance gate. So now we have the second phase of her life with us, which is during the visit. During the visit is made of access and visit itself, edutainment, and other things that we will see in a moment. Access and visit means, first of all, we have to recognize Mary. But this recognition has to be done in a very fast way. We cannot ask that every people has to stop for 1 minute somewhere to control the identification and the documents and so on. We will see in a moment that the usage of biometrics help us in allowing Mary just to walk through sensors without stopping and without causing queues. Thanks to the smart electronic ticket, Mary can be continuously supported for changing the plan of visits. And she will see on her device, on her smartphone, her telephone, the new plan of visits, the new possible paths. And she will continuously localize, because thanks to the very advanced networks, we will know always where Mary is at every moment. For example, here Mary is at the entrance gate. We can check her biometrics when she is there, and we immediately compare the biometrics of Mary with what she sent us before. You remember the photograph when she was at home? We can compare that photograph with the biometrics that we just registered now while she's walking through the sensor at the entrance gate. And that's really another important solution for avoiding as much as possible queues. But now Mary is inside. And we have edutainment. Edutainment is important to facilitate the engagement of our people with the theme, with the content, with the pavilions, with the countries. There will be several solutions for edutainment, like electronic walls, virtual reality. We will see something here. For example, electronic walls. While Mary is walking along the street of the site, of the smart city, there is this flat panel, very big, multi-touch, multi-user, several users or people can work with this device. When Mary, thanks to the device, the smart electronic tickets is there, she is recognized by the wall. The wall knows who Mary is. And we can open the digital window on the wall. Mary is invited to play with the digital window, moving content from the window of Expo to her digital window. And also in this way we start the Cyber Expo, because in that case Mary can open also the digital window of a friend of her. We will see later Pilar in Manila. And she, Mary, can exchange content of Expo, content of the pavilions, content of the countries from her digital window to the digital window of someone else outside Expo. Augmented reality is very powerful. I think that you are used now to augmented reality because there are several applications available on smartphone even today giving augmented reality. But in 2015, thanks to the partnerships with very important and strong industrial companies, we will develop also very simple glasses which can give an additional augmented information around not only the site but also the pavilions and the content of the pavilions, together with further information for moving around the smart city. Let's see this short video where Mary is walking in the street and she can wear the electronic glasses. She switches on these electronic glasses, and you see she can read directly through the glasses additional information about where she is. For example, in this case, additional information about Switzerland, the services of Switzerland, the overbooking of Switzerland, the queue management of Switzerland. Because simply watching at the pavilions, she gets immediate information, real-time information for helping her day. Another very important opportunity that technology can deliver to the countries in particular is satellite communications. Again, thanks to an important agreement with a partner that will be announced soon, we can implement direct real-time bidirectional connectivity, wideband connectivity between each pavilion and the corresponding country. In this way we can establish a wideband connection for showing what's happening in the pavilion and what's happening in the corresponding country. Of course, the applications are several, and we can discuss together in the next months what type of application we can have with the usage of this satellite communication. Just to give you an example, land monitoring, agricultural situation, touristic information, every type of additional communication and information can be delivered thanks to this satellite system. And again, this is a service that we can deliver to each country, to each pavilion. Another tool for edutainment is to extend the experience of the theme fruition also over time. And we can, for example, establish a time trip using eyeglasses and the combination of a real world with a virtual world, which means that we can create in certain places of the smart cities sectors where with the usage of the smart glasses and electronic sensors, we can create this type of experience. Let's see it. Mary is starting her time trip. First of all, we will use the technical solution which is called haptic, which is the understanding of the movement of the body of Mary. And with a combination of eyeglasses, we can create an avatar of Mary. So now Mary first saw a field which was kind of desert, but then she switched on the glasses and there is a trip 100 years ahead, and she sees the change of the crop, the change of the field, which was not desert, but was cultivated. And she can play the avatar. The avatar is moving according to the decision of Mary. Which is again a way for engaging and giving further information about what's happening about cultivations, history of history of the countries, history of sustainability. Then services. This is a smart city, so we have to be very careful about delivering also what is necessary for the life of people inside the city. Digital signage is extremely important for several reasons, not only queues, but also for people who are not having the smart electronic ticket, for example, because the digital signage can continuously communicate visually, for example, with people, saying where to go, what's happening, suggestions. There will be several forms of the digital signage, not only LED boards, but also interactive boards, LCD like this, where a person can touch, retrieve information, having something. Digital signage will be distributed really in many places around the site. Another necessity is the proximity kiosks. This type of devices are kind of totems, basically, will be used for getting several types of services. For example, for buying a ticket of a restaurant, ticket of a cinema, or for paying a post office bill, every type of private and public service. But the important innovation here is that we will have the interaction between the totem, the kiosk, and the person, not asking the person to go very close as it happens with the NFC technology these days. But we will have the interaction between the person with the smartphone and the kiosk from several meters away. In this way, there will be no bottleneck, no queue, because people can enjoy new services without going there. Of course, when we have thousands of people on the same place, it's a terrible situation. We have to deliver this type of interaction, staying away. And this will be developed through an evolution of NFC, which will allow the interaction of the device with the kiosk staying away several meters. Electronic health is another important topic of a smart city. We will give people who are interested a bracelet which will continuously monitor the fundamental medical parameters of the person with the localization, the precise localization of the person in the site, connected to our infirmaries, and if this person has some problem, this is immediately understood by the doctors, and immediately also in advance we can